Hello and welcome to Time Bandit. My name is Michael Cups, and I'm really excited about our guest today, who's got a lot of things going on with a book and a business and children and everything else. So we'll get to Ivana in just a minute. I do want to make a quick announcement. We are excited at Time Bandit to partner with Smart Recovery. And Smart Recovery, if you don't know, is a program that helps people recover from all types of addictions, whether it's alcohol, drugs, or behavioral type like gambling and so forth. And we've signed a partnership with them, and we're looking forward to the collaboration to help people on their journey. It's a multiple pathways partnership, and that's what we love about it, is that everybody takes a different journey to their recovery. You can find more details on timebandit.io, and there's a Smart Recovery tab. So just a quick announcement, Ivana. Now I'm going to get to the exciting things, and welcome to Time Bandit in 10.
Thank you for having me, Michael. Thank you.
Nice to finally meet you. I see you all over LinkedIn, so I'm looking forward to the conversation. And let's start with, why don't you introduce yourself to our audience?
Okay, so my name is Ivana Brutenic. I am the co-founder of SUNDAYFLIES. It's a LinkedIn consulting company that I own with my dear sister and partner in crime, Kristina. And we create high-impact employee ambassador programs that build trust, drive sales, and attract top talent. I started in headhunting, actually, probably around 17 years ago. And
Wow.
10 years ago, yeah, it's been a long time. 10 years ago, we started to focus solely on LinkedIn and LinkedIn employee advocacy and LinkedIn social selling from the heart of Europe, Slovakia, to the whole world.
Nice.
And this year we published a book. This is The Beauty, The Magic of Employee Influence. And it became a best-selling book. It has been featured in LinkedIn Book Club, which we are very proud of. It is an official LinkedIn Book Club. It has been featured in Forbes. So wild year this year.
Yes, it has been. I bet, and I see you all over LinkedIn, so that's going to be a great conversation. And I think Rethink Publishing did your book as well as my book, and we had Lucy on here a few weeks ago, and so we've got a connection there. But it's really been fascinating to watch you grow your brand and your business through LinkedIn and social channels. So we'll get to that in just a minute. But first, let's get to what we always ask. The first thing is time wasters. Is there a time waster out there that just drives you crazy, and you maybe have a solution for?
Yes, there are a lot, but
There are.
especially when it comes to social media and LinkedIn presence. First thing is mindset. So if you are sourcing your value from being busy, you can really go down the rabbit hole and spend the whole day on LinkedIn. And we work with really busy professionals. They don't have time to waste 3 hours on LinkedIn every day. They give us like 10 minutes and we need to come up with a strategy that could be executed really in 10 minutes. And I just love that. So in general, people spend 2 hours and 30 minutes daily on social media, just mindlessly scrolling. So what if you could focus the energy and really create instead of consume? Yes. So this is my question. I pose myself too. Yes. So I also go to LinkedIn. I also consume, and I try to create before I consume. So this is also time waster plus the time saver.
Yeah. So walk us through that a little bit. So you create first and then you consume. Is that what you said? Yeah. So how do you get into that creative mindset, and what are you doing to read? Because it's easy to scroll, right? It's easy just to keep reading and keep scrolling. But what do you do mentally to kind of get yourself in that creative mindset?
Yes. Well, actually, I am a creative person, like naturally creative person. And every time I tell a client, a new client who is a creative, they give me, oh, I don't really like systems and processes. And I totally get it, totally get it. But the thing is, even if you are a creative person, you need systems and processes because you don't feel like creating every day or even every week.
Right.
Yes. So I have my systems. I use Authored Up, the application where I prepare my content. I prepare evergreen content, and this is what really helps. So if you are really in flow, you want to create, it's very similar to writing a book. You can't write every day, at least a good part of the book. But what you can do is create when you really feel like it and create in advance. So you can create content for 6 months in 2 days. It's really doable. So this is the system that you need to use,
Yeah.
and it really helps me.
Yeah, and is that do you mix that in? Because you might create content for 6 months from now, but there's events that happen in your life or events that happen in the world. How do you mix in the combination of kind of current events, future plans, and things like that? Is there a method to that as well?
Yes. Well, I have my evergreen content prepared. So evergreen, for those of you who don't know what it is actually content you can use in January or October, and it's still relevant.
Okay.
So, for example, it's your values, it's how you're helping your client. It's, for example, if you wrote a book, you can write about the process, or the things that are always relevant. So, for example, if you are writing about the new iPhone, it's not relevant in 6 months, of course. Right. But if you are writing about time tips, time priorities, it will always be relevant, probably.
Yeah.
So you have to come up with ideas first, then you create the content, and then you mix it up with the things that are coming up in your life. So if you have something that is like coming up right now, you use it. If you don't, you can use the evergreen content instead of that.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. And what was the app again that you used for this?
Altered app.
Altered app. Okay, great. Excellent. They got a little plug here as well today. So that's awesome. So you've got an interesting business. I mean, you started as a recruiter, you mentioned, for a number of years. You and your sister decided to write a book. You have this business of helping companies manage their LinkedIn promotional program. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but getting their employees to be their advocates on LinkedIn. And so how do you manage all that? How does that come together?
Well, it started with just LinkedIn workshops. We did it for a few years, and well, we realized there is one thing to know what you should do and to actually do it.
Right.
So
very true.
So we focused on really implementing LinkedIn into the company's processes, for example, sales process or employee advocacy process. And we really wanted to make sure that those people are doing it.
Yeah.
And this is how the book came into life, because we created a 10-hour process where you can start your employee advocacy. Even if you're a small business, it doesn't matter. If you have 3 people, you can have your employee advocacy. How can you do it in just 10 hours? Because usually it takes months or years to start this kind of project. And we wanted our clients to just go and do it. Yep. So we created such a simple process, 10 hours. Everyone has 10 hours, So if you really want it and it is your priority, you have 10 hours to do that.
Yeah, and does this work for other channels? I mean, LinkedIn is your primary business, and I get that, and it's because it's a business framework. But will it also work for if maybe you're a small business and you use Facebook as your primary community? Does it work there too?
Yeah, we have our clients using the same system for Facebook, TikTok, even TikTok, Instagram, of course, even Twitter, now X. So it is transferable, but we focus only on LinkedIn.
Yep. And can you tell us a little bit about that? I know you've invested a lot in LinkedIn, and it's a great channel for many of us because we are networking, and globally, to say the least. You're in Slovakia today, and I'm in Texas, but we're talking like it's like we're neighbors here. So tell us a little bit about why LinkedIn's so important for a business.
Well, I think the crazy thing is that now you can connect with anyone in the world. I started in business almost 20 years ago. We needed to use yellow pages,
Yes.
We searched for yellow pages. Then we needed to know people who had access to information.
Yep.
Now all the information, or you could buy the information. Yes, you could buy the database. But now you can just access it for free. For me, it's just crazy. 2 weeks ago, I connected with Jack Armstrong, who is one of the best artists in the world. He was a friend of Andy Warhol. And, we just created a great conversation through LinkedIn, and it's just crazy. And it drives results when it comes to sales, when it comes to reaching talent that you can't reach otherwise, and also media attention. So it's also great for PR, and even companies who think they have their like PR all sorted.
Yeah.
LinkedIn even adds to that.
Yeah, absolutely. So essentially what you're saying is businesses are in business of networking and engaging customers and partners and everybody else. And so LinkedIn is just a magnificent way to do that. So tell us a little bit about your business. And if somebody wanted to reach you, I mean, what, maybe define why they would want to reach out to you, and then how do they find you?
Okay, so, well, we help two types of clients. First are companies who want to attract talent because, we came from headhunting, so we know how important is it to find the right people and how hard it is, especially right now. So we work with companies who want to help their employees build a brand to attract similar people to the company.
Yeah.
And it's easy and it's fast if you do it right. And then we help companies who want to sell through LinkedIn, especially for selling. It's more medium and small companies. And for employee advocacy, it's more bigger companies. You can reach out through LinkedIn, Ivana Brutenic, or SUNDAYFLIES.com. You can find more information there. You can even search Spotify to see this podcast and other podcasts there. So go ahead.
Yes, please do reach out to you or your sister. Fantastic. You've covered a lot of stuff. Number one is not wasting time on social scrolling unless you can make it productive with being creative in the same zone. Breaking down a big program into 10 hours, which I think is fascinating that you've done that. And like you said, people are distracted and they have so many things on their list of to-dos. If you can make this a program or a system, that's awesome. And then it's wonderful to meet you, wonderful to hear the story. And also, you should probably mention your book one more time so people will know where to go get it on Amazon or.
It's The Magic of Employee Influence. You can get it on Amazon, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Ivana, it's so great to see you and so great to talk to you. Thank you for the information. Really enjoyed getting to chat with you live after all of our interactions on LinkedIn. It's so good to see the face and hear you real time. So thank you so much.
Michael. Thank you.
And everyone else, again, go to timebandit.io. Thanks for tuning in today. And we'll talk to you on the next episode. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.